We have discussed yesterday about how we start the day, how we end the day. And as a routine of that, many of you came up in the morning. So that was like a very good thing to see you guys jumping up, getting started. Doesn't matter how your day was. Some people might feel sleepy, tired, exhausted here and there. It is good. Okay? It is the sign of change. So it is good. And keep doing it even tomorrow. Spend 30 minutes in workout in the morning. Do like expose yourself to sun. And how many of you have already finished dinner? एक बार थोड़ा just chat में just say okay, just chat में एक yes no बोलो खाली, whatever is your status in chat दिखते हैं. Okay, done. Okay, I'm looking at chat. काफी सारे. Okay, there are few yes coming. Okay, and no वाली पब्लिक कहाँ पे है? थोड़ा अपनी शक्ल दिखाओ, नो वाले बंदो. अभी तो खाना ठूसेंगे, 10 बजे खाएंगे. Okay, ठीक है. चलो देखो, yeah, I know it's not like in one go you cannot fix everything, but try to do it, and because it is required, that is the proper logical reasoning behind it. Okay, even if you eat late and then you sleep, so it directly like over sleep time also your body will keep processing, digesting and all. So because of that, a healthy recovery of your body will not happen. Okay, and another basic thing, you know it right from the beginning, ki you need to chew very nicely, so before you actually swallow inside. Whatever said and done, there is one logical reason behind it. Okay, as soon as you start chewing in the mouth, the digestion process starts from here itself, the saliva mixing and all that. So it takes less energy for your body to digest your food. Okay, so this is the beauty. If you chew nicely, almost it is said 40% of the digestion of the food will happen in your mouth itself with your saliva and all those things. That means your body will not put that much effort to absorb everything. Okay, and that's the beauty part if you are chewing nicely. So it is said ki when you are having food, have food nicely, chew it nicely, and then 40% idhar hi khatam ho jayega. 60% goes your body with less energy, it can recover nicely. Okay, digestion will go pretty easily then. Fine. So all those things said and done yesterday. Okay. Now, as part of today, okay, so I want the key as soon as possible. You guys should arrange your morning routine, because if you're not filling up the time properly, you will end up going back to sleep or like wasting your time away if you don't fill it up with the right slots for activities. Okay. Now, it is completely now up to you. Like, what is your morning priorities? What is like work you are engaging into? But there is one thing, right? We yesterday spoke about lifesavers, SAVERS. Okay. So as part of that, there comes this one section called as R, which is reading. Okay. Now let me tell you what. So as part of today, okay, we will be picking up books for each one of us, and right from tomorrow onwards, we will start spending time in reading and learning these books. Okay, we'll start learning from it basically. Okay, and it is going to be like at least for 15 minutes is also fine, but we will start reading books from tomorrow onwards. Okay, and today's session we are going to discuss about all that, why, what, and even finalize which books we'll be picking up and all those things. Okay, now देखो what happens basically कि okay is muting. देखो, I have like 12 years of IT experience. Okay, and yes, I have learned after a lot of ups and downs. So I was also not habituated to this art of book reading. Okay, and one simple thing, when I was having like 5 years, 6 years of experience. Okay, so at that time I was given a leadership role, okay, where I had to lead a team of like 10 members, 12 members, and that was the first time responsibility, and I was not knowing how to do it. Okay, and then I was reaching out to other people to give me guidance. I was going to Google for getting some guidance, but it was not arranged very nicely. Okay, and then I'm like, what to do now? The blogs are not helping properly, and everybody is busy in my company now. What to do? And because if I don't really learn it nicely, I will not be able to take care of this team. So it was a new role for me for the first time, and I don't know how to do, what to do. Okay, so at that time I tried a lot, and for a few weeks I struggled a lot with that. ठीक है. And I was scared ki bhai what will happen, the team will fail, the project will not deliver, and a lot of problems will come, and like it's just given to me. So at that time my senior manager, okay, when I went for help, and I was going multiple times, not just once, twice, so again and again for this thing, that thing, trying to learn from those people. So he said ki, hey Tausif, why don't you take up some book, and from there you try to go through it. Okay. And that's what, guys, one slight direction is enough. Okay. And we all know about okay, we have to read and there is value and all, but unless life puts you in a situation, we don't really understand the value of things. Okay. So simple, he said book reading, and at that time I was completely helpless. Okay. So then I said, okay, fine, nothing else is working, so let's start reading books. So that was my first exposure towards book reading. And when I started reading it, okay, when I started reading, so one thing I will tell you, okay, matlab, the observations which I was having, like I was able to see situations which others would generally just overlook. Okay, that was my first realization ki after constantly reading books for some time, given any situation, I was able to spot ki what is the problem with ease, and I was able to solve it with ease, and rest of the people were not even able to see those problems. Okay, that kind of maturity got in my thinking and looking at a problem. And if I was not reading, I was completely a different person, but now after reading it and all, the mind completely started seeing difference. Okay. And that was the first time realization. Okay, so by loading different thoughts from the books, the mind actually starts looking at the world from those thoughts. Okay, that was the first conclusion. By daily reading it, new thoughts will be loaded in your mind, and the way you look at the world will change. And that is where it is said it's the same world, but some people see opportunities in everything, and rest of the people are just going blank in life. They are like every day is the same, nothing great, nothing bad, because their brain is not thinking different. So the ultimate thing, guys, is key, we need to read daily, because daily new thoughts will be loaded into your mind, and these new thoughts will give you a new perspective to look at the world. And as soon as you stop reading these thoughts, you stay the same, you look at the world the same way, whatever you know and whatever you are. And that means the growth. Okay, so this was my realization, as soon as I started reading, I was seeing new opportunities in the world around me, and then I started applying all those things in life, and let me tell you, very easily I was able to deal with my project. Okay, it happened with ease, like for the next 6 months the project went like very smoothly. We were able to deal with all the challenges and with full energy with the book learning, and it was like a pretty great way of getting work done. Okay, now that is what is the first conclusion. So I want to tell you people, ki learn from my mistake, otherwise a point will come when life will force you to read and there will be no other option. Okay, and if life is really forcing you and there is no other option, so that really becomes very problematic. Okay, so don't get to that extent when it becomes mandatory for you, because it was painful time. So already learn from it ki, okay, reading will help. Everybody says, I'm sharing my experience, so reading is going to definitely work. Your mind will think different, you will see at the world in a different manner. Okay, now another importance ki why you should read. Okay, completely again, देखो क्या होता है, if you're not reading, reading is like loading new thoughts in the mind. That's what is reading, loading new thoughts in the mind. So देखो guys, everybody's life में lot of ups and downs are going, right? All of you people, all 13 people in the group right now, everybody will have their own priorities, problems, situations which we all want to solve, right? The thing is ki if you're not reading anything, these problems will keep running in your mind 24/7, and that will add more stress, and the mind will become more dull, and your smartness will also start coming down, your confidence level will start coming low, because you're constant in that juggle of your mind itself. Okay, and that's a really very that's the problem. If your mind just becomes closed to whatever are your current circumstances, that the same thoughts will keep running in your mind, and over a period of time you will become demotivated from life, and you will be like, life is always hectic, and like newness will not be there. And it is psychologically proven, there are results ki a human being thinks 90% of the same thoughts which he thought yesterday. That means our life is just going to remain the same. We think the same every single day. Abhi kal ka pakad lo, to you will have the same problems. Arey, these all things need to be done. Today also life is the same. The problem is the life will just become a flat just journey. There is like nothing great happening, nothing exciting happening. So if you want to add some tadka to your life, okay, that spice will come from these books. And these books are like, there are brilliant people who have lived their entire lives. They have written beautiful life learnings in these books with examples, scenarios. So we need to understand that human race have lived a long time, and all of that knowledge is in the form of books. So the challenges which we are feeling, almost lot of solutions will be there. Okay, we just need to sit, read, understand, apply, and then move beyond our life problems. And we don't go there and we just like, somebody come and solve my problem, come and solve my problem, and nobody comes. Okay, so thoda effort is required from our side. So that's the second conclusion ki why we should read. First is, as soon as you read, new thoughts will rotate. You will start seeing opportunities in the world around you which others will not see. And I think right now you might not be able to connect it, ke bhai, what kind of opportunity is he talking about? But it can be experienced only when you read it. From small situations, you will say, oh, I can solve it like this, I can do like this here. Matlab, your vision to look at the world will start changing. That's what experiencing it is required. It's not theory, it is practical. Once you start reading, you will start observing differences in your way of thinking, way of talking. And what happened is, I did that reading for 3 months. Okay, and then I had my close friend, which we were in connection since past like 10 years. Okay, since 2010 we were connected with each other. So we were working with him, and he told this 3 months I was reading book, and then I was having a conversation with my friend who knows me since past 10 years. Okay, and some general topic we were just discussing. And at that time, guys, the way I was thinking, reacting, talking to him, he straight away, like whatever conversation was happening, I still remember that moment. Okay, he said, Tosif, wait, okay. And then he pointed out ki something different happened to you. Matlab, I know you since past 10 years, and I know this is not how you think and say. What did you do with yourself? Like, what is this new perspective? Like, why are you thinking it? This is different kind of. And he says, I know you since past 10 years, you were different, and all of a sudden, what is this change about? And that is where I realized for the first time, okay, something changed in me. The way I look at the world, the way my belief system was, it started changing. I was reading every single day for 1 hour. Now, this is what, guys, this is important. Okay, I was not learning for the sake of just my project. I was learning because I really wanted it to learn. So every day when I come from office for like evening mandatory 1 hour after office, be it even 10, 11, 12, I used to sit and read. Okay, it is a mandatory activity. Otherwise, I will not be able to do things at work. So I learned that for myself and absorbed those learnings. And just in 3 months, brain became different, ideas became different. And like that was a big realization. Okay, and that's what, learn from my observations. Otherwise life will give you the same learning situation, and then time lagega. Why stop now and then start the same thing after 5 years? It's like, why waste time? Basically, the one smart way of learning is learn from others learnings. That's it.
Yes, Roger.
Okay, okay. Now the another thing is, okay, so yahan tak to ho gaya, book learning will bring change, and that's where we will be starting. But again, we are all human beings, so we start things, we stop things as well. Okay, consistency is a problem for everybody, so it was a problem for me as well. Okay, now the thing is, guys, ki for 6 months I was doing the book reading. After that, I saw ki project came on track, the team is happy, clients are happy, the project is all good, and everything is cool. So I stopped the book reading then. Okay, so even I faced the other side also. Okay, as soon as I stopped book reading, nothing, a downfall did not happen. It was all going good. Okay, entire 1 year passed. So initial 6 months I was reading, and yeah, everything was going good. After that, the project was stable, and then I stopped reading. Next 6 months passed. I did not like fail or come down there. It was going good. Okay, but when the year end, I was just looking back at my year. Ki, okay, so Tausif, you started a new leadership journey. What was your journey about? So then this is where, guys, when you retrospect your life, you learn a lot from it. And then I realized ki initial 6 months while I was doing book reading, I was constantly getting new ideas, new thoughts, and these thoughts I was applying at work on a day-to-day basis, and exponential changes were happening. The results were coming pretty fast. So initial 6 months, my results were coming pretty fast. And as soon as I stopped reading the book, those ideas stopped coming. My brain knew the techniques. I have learned it all, heard it all, but ideas are not coming, and I'm not applying it, and I'm not experiencing difference at work. That was a big learning. Okay, and the conclusion is, only when you are reading, your brain behaves different. As soon as you stop, you become back to wherever you are, become stagnant there. And that was like a miracle of a learning. Okay, bhai sahab, what is this? Okay, it's like directly proportional. And you can experience it for yourself, but take this learning with you. The moment you will stop, your brain will not see those opportunities around you. There is a reason behind that, maybe. Okay, and I was not able to figure out why it is happening. And then kya hota hai? Instagram pe I was watching Bill Gates and some very big successful people, and even right now, no matter how much successful and accomplished they are, like they read a lot of books on a day-to-day basis. Even though they are so big, so successful, still they read. I just saw a post from Bill Gates ki, this vacation I'm planning to complete these 10 books and that kind of stuff. Okay, and then it recollected to me ki, okay, so these guys also know that as soon as they stop learning, their brain becomes stagnant. And that's where, no matter what age they are in, they constantly learn. So they have all experienced it, and that's why they chose it to live a life like that and then continue. तो मैं बोला okay, तो constant reading is required. One time करोगे, it will give you gradual update at that time. You stop, you become flat there. So, but life is always about constant growth. So how beautiful it would be if you install this habit as a lifelong habit for you. You will continuously keep growing at a very exponential pace. And let me tell you, your colleagues or your peers right now, just in a matter of 2 years, they will not even be there close to you in terms of thinking. If you read right from today onwards, 2022, in the year 2024, your way of thinking, maturity, talking, ideas, perspective of life, everything will change. And your friends, they will be like, you are different. This is what will happen. And guys, dekho, these are the things. Time cannot be bought. You cannot buy ideas. You cannot buy a way of thinking. It comes only with practice and like grinding your mind every single day. And just imagine, okay, people talk about competition in life and like success, failure. It's always about consistency in the end. If you have spent 2 years from today in learning, 2 years from today in learning every single day, okay, even if others want to beat you, they cannot beat you. There is no shortcut to success. Okay, maybe if you spend daily 1 hour, if they want to beat you, they have to spend daily 5 hours, and that too, it is going to take maybe 6 months and 10 months or 1 year for them to really crack you. But if you're constantly learning more, so you will always be ahead than the crowd. So if you want to really succeed in life, never stop your learning. As soon as you stop, there will be always somebody in the world who will bypass you. So at one side, we want to become successful. Other side, we are not being consistent with the habits which will make us successful. Okay? So understand. So that's the second conclusion. Okay? You will grow only till the time you are learning. As soon as you stop learning, your growth becomes saturated. Okay, so let's make some like primary notes. I think you guys have are taking some running notes also. I'm looking at you, तो मैं बोला okay public busy हो गई है. Okay, so let's take the first checkpoint. Okay, देखो point guys, the world already says book reading, book reading, book reading, but I lived it, realized what works, what does not work. So just feel as if you have taken this experience and then follow it religiously right from tomorrow. Not because ठीक है, when it comes in my life then I will take the same learning. Everybody will draw the same conclusions. Why waste time? ठीक है, why waste time? You experience it for yourself. Okay, so point number one. Okay. As long as you read books, okay, as long as you read books, comma, new thoughts will trigger, new thoughts will trigger, comma, you would see opportunities around you, you would see opportunities around you, which were otherwise unnoticed, which were otherwise unnoticed. Average mind cannot see those opportunities, but you will become smart enough to look at that, and that's the difference. लोगों को समझता नहीं है. Okay, that's the difference. Okay, yeah, that's the first conclusion. Okay, now the second conclusion, major one. Okay, as long as you read, as long as you read, your growth happens exponentially, comma, as soon as you stop, as soon as you stop, your growth gets stuck. And it's practical, guys. ठीक है, apply it for yourself and remember this statement throughout your life. This is how it works. Okay, now the third learning which I got. Okay, despite all this, we are all human beings, so फिर भी the habit did not become permanent in me. Okay, so after a lot of struggle, then this life transformation came, where consistency and all this, after lot of churning in myself, then एक toxic version निकला. Okay, so now another thing what happened is after doing it, yeah, learned, understood, not understood, blah blah. But again, like at times reading, at times not reading, this that, and life is always going through ups and downs. Okay, but now another third incident happens. That's what, everything happens for a reason in your life. Okay, one day I went to my CEO's house. Okay, so he stays here only at High Tech City, Hyderabad. So I went to his house for some work. Okay, uh, and while we were doing some just discussion, okay, all of a sudden ऐसे conversation आया कि what are you doing these days, and we started just some conversation, and all of a sudden he showed me his library of books. Okay, generally we all come with like we don't have time, right? The basic excuse why people don't read, or like a lot of things are happening in my life, I don't have time for reading book. Additionally, I'll read it some other day. This is what is a major, everybody wants to read but nobody has time. So I was also the same, I don't have time, kahan se karunga, blah blah blah. Okay, so I went to his home, and in that conversation the CEO showed me the library of his books. Okay, he said चल तो सिर्फ तेरे को कुछ दिखाता हूँ, and I'm like चलो देखते हैं. So I went inside and there was like big library. Okay, now there are a lot of things to observe there. Okay, there were some books which were like pretty new. Okay, matlab very like hardly used wale, but there were some books which he has read it so many number of times there. Okay, matlab the books were looking like, even like it's like बार बार पढ़ने से खराब हो जाए, right? If you keep repeating reading the same book again and again, the quality and all that will be looking affected. It's like old book basically. Okay, so there were some books which were like scribbled like anything, and there were some books which were like okay, so not that much used. So we started discussing on that ki, Ranjit, like why this, why that, so what's happening? And then he said ki reading book for one time is not enough. Okay, and he told this based upon his life experience. Okay, if you read this book right now, you will draw a different conclusion. You read the same book after 6 months, you will draw a different conclusion. You read it after 6 months, you will draw a different conclusion. Okay, so guys, understand this. Ki whatever problems and the struggle that is happening in your life and in your mind, whenever you read the book, you try to solve your life problems at that time by this book. So your mind, current problems are running. In the book, you only see those things which will help you to solve the current problem. After 6 months, in your mind, some other life challenges will be going. When you read the same book, you will find different value out of it. And then he told this statement, ki, it's not enough to go through one book once. It's not about a formality, ke done. You have to keep repeating over and over, again and again, again and again, till the time this books becomes part of your thinking and your daily life routine. So it's not about show off, ki bhai, I am reading itne number of books per year and all that. It's like you have to keep repeating till the time those thoughts of the book becomes your way of thinking and living. And for that, you just go maybe 5 times, 10 times, just keep reading the same book again and again. You'll find a different value. And that was like a pretty eye-opener talk for me. मैं बोला भाई साहब ये क्या बोल रहा है बंदा. And I was like amazed. Okay, so does it really work like that? And then I applied it on my life. Okay, massive two conclusions which I took from that conversation with my CEO, and from there my life changed. Okay, one was key, I have to go through the book over and over again. Okay, and then I applied it in my life as well, and then I found the same statement, whatever he said, it is actually true. And guys, I have like so many books right now. I basically prefer digital books. I don't have like hard copy versions of that. मैं soft copy से काम चलाता हूँ. So we'll speak about that part as well. But I have read few books like again and again, like 3 times, 4 times. फिर क्या होता है guys? I have like Audible subscription. I would highly recommend you people to have an Audible subscription. Okay, it's just like what, 3 months initially, 3 months is free, and after that onwards monthly it just charges like 200 rupees. Okay, and it's like every 200 rupees may it gives one credit point, and with that credit point you can purchase any book from Audible set. Okay, and recently I think a few months ago they launched Audible Plus, which gives you access to some selected n number of books, like huge books free. You don't have to purchase anything. So Audible Plus catalog भी आया. ठीक है, कितना, just do a tally guys. थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे this is where it was a challenge for me also. We don't spend money for our learnings. It was even a challenge for me. Even 200 रुपए क्यों दे? Okay, this is how I used to also think. Why 200 I should pay? Okay, but then I thought कि अरे सर 200 रुपया ही तो है, what's the big deal? It's like 200 rupees only ना, like. And then I tallied, okay, in an entire year it is like what, 1000, 2000, 1500. It's nothing. Let's do it. Okay, because in the end that one book is going to change the life. And as soon as I came back out of that CEO discussion, I just stood there for a while. I did not engage in anything. I broke this belief which I was having, कि I don't have time. Okay, because I know how busy CEOs are, and I know I have seen him work every single day. So that was my first breaking of my shell. Ki, if a CEO can read so many books, okay, and he being such a busy person, if he can read it, so we definitely have time. It's all about we have to make time. Those are the biggest, busiest people. It's their business. If they are so busy and still if they can read, so that means there is time. It's our fault that we are not able to make time for reading. That was my first conclusion, and this happened like 2 years ago, 3 years ago story. And from that day onwards, every month I have taken a new book. From that day onwards, 2 years ago, 3 years ago story, every month I have a new book, and I keep going through the books again and again, again and again. And that was the first learning from where my life took a different direction. Okay, and the second learning was repeat, 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 and you will master the situation, circumstances. And most importantly, the same thing I realized, as soon as you stop reading, your life problems start running more in your mind. Okay, and you will like get drowned in the pain and the struggle and the self doubt and all of those things. But as soon as you start reading the books which will help you to overcome this, your brain actually works in a different manner. You will get new ideas to solve your life challenges. Okay, so how I choose how I read books is, okay, whatever is my biggest problem in my life right now, so whichever book I feel will solve that problem, I go to that book and read it, so that the techniques I can apply and solve my life circumstances. So there are n number of books available. Each book will solve some category of problems. Now, depending upon what problems you are facing, you should pick a book and go through it. And at different stages in your life, you will face different challenges. And for every challenges, there will be a set of books. Just go get it. Look at the Google reviews, Amazon reviews, okay, and like look at the bestsellers. Just Google about some best books available, or like anything like that. Okay, bestseller books, best books available, and you can just get those books, look at their reviews, and just start going into it. So this should be your approach. कि whatever novels और वो सब चीज में time waste मत करो. अभी साला एंटरटेनमेंट, इतना एंटरटेनमेंट अभी बुक्स में भी. डू यू वांट एंटरटेनमेंट? डोंट गेट देयर, इट्स वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम. ठीक है, आई हैव नेवर नॉट इवन रेड एनी सिंगल टाइम पास वाला बुक. It's like already social media is screwed up. If you go to this Audible, you will find a lot of entertainment stories also in this. Don't get on the wrong track. Okay, you're doing it for learning. Okay, I've never even listening even a single line of any time pass related books there. It's there. Okay, but I don't never went there. I am only there for learning, and that's what I want you all to do. Okay, so these were some biggest learnings which I came across book. And from that day onwards, that belief, if a CEO can make time, I can definitely. And from that day onwards, I have always made time to read books. And that is for sure. Monthly I have a new book, and I keep going through it again and again. And that's where I've like, guys, there is a reason why I am able to deal with a 40-member team right now and like a head of technology designation. It's because I evolved, I learned, I exposed myself to new circumstances. There were challenges, but the brain kept evolving with time. As soon as if I stop reading, I will not be able to deal with these challenges of life. That's where it is said learning is a constant process. Okay, so all these things said and done. Fine. So chalo, let's take a quick a break here. So everybody just sit down, relax. Okay, थोड़ा सा just sit, थोड़ा body shake up करते हैं. नींद आ जाती है सब लोगों को. ठीक है? Okay, everybody just shake up your hands. Sit straight, shake up your hands. Okay, rotate your wrist. Sidewards. Okay, upwards. Okay, keep your hands down. Take a deep breath, exhale. Rotate your neck. Stretch it, slowly stretch it. Okay, reverse direction. Okay, stop, take a deep breath, exhale. Okay, there is a pranayam here called as Bastrika. Will Fatak say do that as well. So just keep your hands against your fist closed against your shoulders. Okay, you have to take your hands up and open your fist and breathe in at the same time. 3 things together. And then you have to take your hands down and exhale. And when it comes down, you close. When it goes up, you open. Okay, full up, full down. Start with medium pace and then add some more pace to it. Okay, so on 3, 2, 1, let's go. Relax. थोड़ा fast करो तो you can find actually energy activating in you. And just if you do it for 10-15 seconds also, you feel activated. Power में करेंगे तो ठीक है. Take a deep breath, exhale. Okay, if you can take a few sips of water, पानी भी पी लो. Yeah, just go get some water, guys. It's fine. Now the remaining 20 minutes, we are going to finalize the book. Okay, so everybody of you should first pick a book, okay, which you want to read, and then from tomorrow onwards, as soon as now we are getting into a morning tracks, right? Let me go. I'll share my screen and show you my book collection. You can pick from there or you can pick from wherever you want. Okay, so few things we need to do, everyone. Okay, first is we will be selecting the book. Second, you need to finalize the time. Okay, tomorrow, how, when, at what time you are going to do the book reading. Okay, so do a bit of planning. So yes, tomorrow again we will wake up at morning 5:30, 6 a.m. sharp. So okay, so morning 5:30 you wake up, you drink some water, you experience silence. That routine will continue. 6 a.m. sharp you log into Zoom. We will be doing combined meditations, pranayams, mind relaxing, affirmations, visualization. Will activate ourselves. As soon as that is done for 30 minutes, after that comes ki workout. Okay, so workout 30 minutes. Now it's up to you, how do you want to position workouts and book reading. Okay, but I want at least at the beginning time ki book reading ko don't mix it with anything else. So if you're reading, only read. Don't try to do two things at the same time, because you are newly getting into this habit of book reading. Many people will be gym karte or workout karte time pe let's listen to some books. So initially the focus will not be that much. So at least even if 15 minutes you can give, let's start with only 15 minutes. It's not required to do a 1 hour shot in one go. It's not required. Point is, step by step you can keep. Once you get in the flow, you can keep adding more value. So minimum 15 minutes of book we are going to do. Okay, and now you position it, okay, before workout you want to do it or after workout you want to do it. So 30 minutes of workout will be there for sure. Don't skip it, guys. It's serious. Okay, health problems are going to be serious in people. So 30 minutes of workout will be there. Now you decide for yourself, okay, book reading you want to do it before that or after that. So you will realize by 7:30 the book reading bhi ho ja raha hai and your exercise is also done. Okay, so it is pretty nice enough, and which is fine. Now a few things, key, which form of book to read or listen. Okay, in the current times, 21st century, we are really blessed actually. Okay, we have so many options of like different people will have different interest. Some people will be, I like the paper form of books, I need hard copies, that's really nice for me. Okay, some people will be like, Google say, I'll just get a free PDF, I'll download the PDF, I'll read it in my like Android phone, or like anywhere Kindles Windows are all available. And so like soft copy version. Some people will be like, I want audio books. Okay, just I listen to it, audio is just happening. Some people will be like, nowadays even video form of books are there, where the author comes and like on YouTube, and also you can find free videos about it. The author itself explains the video. Or some books like in a form of, I think that cartoonistic way, somebody else has done a summary in 15 minutes what this book is about. But guys, understand, okay, I want you to get your mind really nice here, key. It's not about understanding the book, guys. The life does not change by understanding it. You will remain the same. Don't listen to a book or read to a book just to understand it. You will actually find value only when you live by those principles. Otherwise it is just going to be knowledge but useless. Okay, and further on top of that, you take a summary wala knowledge. वो तो नैया डूब गई. Like in 30 minutes full book we are finishing, it will never get inside your mind. You cannot absorb those learnings. Even if you understand, you cannot live by those principles. Okay, for living by those principles, It needs to get inside your mind. You need to think about it throughout the day. You need to actively look for possibilities and opportunities. Matlab, you need to do involved learning, not just understanding it. Okay, so understand, then evaluate, analyze, see what's working, what's not working. And it's not a one day job to finish one book. It will not really give any value. Maybe you take 1 month for one book, it is fine, but daily, one chapter, two paragraphs, but evaluate it nicely. Let it take 1 month. It's no big deal, but absorb the learnings. The more you take the learnings, it is going to be beneficial. Okay. Now, so you make a choice कि what form of book you want to listen. Okay. And like written form, and don't wait. देखो excuses के तो wait ही नहीं करो. Now I need to order and a hard copy will come. वैसे कुछ नहीं चलेगा. ठीक है. So hard copy नहीं आ रही है तब तक manage with soft copy. Okay, there are free books available, there are paid wale books available. You can go to YouTube, any PDF can be freely downloaded, mil jati hai. You just do it on internet. You can find a soft copy of any book that you want. You go to YouTube and some audio, there will be even video and audio recordings also available. Okay, now based upon your convenience you choose. So today we are going to do these things. Okay, fine. Now I am sharing my screen. Now one by one, everybody of you pick your own book. Okay, if you are already reading something, yes, happy, continue. But guys, read something which really gives value to your life, not entertainment and time pass perspective. Okay, it's not about suspense and thriller. वो सबको रखो side में यार. Life is becoming hell because of that. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. I'm showing all my every collection is in just Audible. Okay, so you can pick your books from here, or if you have your own preferences, you can do that as well. Okay, so all titles. ठीक है, कितने 3 पेज हो गए देखो गाइस. Let's see, per page 50. Okay, so it's less than 50 books. ठीक है. Now there are a lot of books available. यहाँ से अभी देखते हैं. ठीक है. Martin Luther King, I just heard कि a great famous personality and he has done a lot to change the society and all. So, but yes, I would not recommend this one. Is I don't think it will be useful straight away for you guys. Okay, this one is really great. Okay, Earl Nightingale. Few days ago, I even posted about this guy. Okay, this book is really awesome. Okay, The Secret Advantage, Core Fundamentals to Get Anything You Want. I would highly recommend this book. It's a 19 hours video. This guy used to do a radio show every day, like 30 minutes kind of, and all of those in America, he used to do that, and all of those learnings are summarized as part of this book. This is a life-changing book. I'll guarantee it. Okay, you learn this book, you'll become master of life. Okay, so this is awesome book. I'll recommend it. Next, Goals by Brian Tracy. Again, awesome book. I'll recommend it. Okay, so you can pick either this or this. This will be target oriented, about success, about passion, making it happen. Okay, so this was about Prophet Muhammad. Okay, next, Entrepreneur Roller Coaster. Maybe useful for some people. Okay, but not for everybody. Next, The Psychology of Money. देखो guys, try to pick a book based upon your problem right now in life. Okay, this is about money. The Science of Getting Rich is about money. Infinity Game, it's like how to think big and broad. If you're narrow minded, if your problems, you see that problems are too big, this will help you to bigger or widen up your vision. Okay, so it is a nice book. Yes, recommend it. Takes Marketing. If you are into some marketing, that will be done. A Meditation, तो लेने की जरूरत नहीं है, we can do it together. Mindset Makeover, I'll not recommend this. Sleep Collection, not recommend this. And Guru Gopal Das, it's like a storytelling, I'll not recommend this. No. Thinking Fast and Slow, no. Atomic Habits, yes. If you really want to bring changes into life, there are nice techniques mentioned as part of this book. You can go to and like change your life step by step. So this is a good book, Atomic Habit. Okay, Exponential Organizations, I have not completed. It was like too much. Okay, High Performance Habit, it's okay. ठीक है, I finished it. It's okay book, but yes, you can pick that as well. But yes, it's okay kind of book. So choose. If you really want habit related book, I would prefer to go ahead with Atomic Habit. ठीक है, वो बाद में यहाँ पे आ जाओ, that's fine. Next, money related, ये very famous book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. The psychology of money also works. Okay, if you want money related stuff, psychology of money works. Rich Dad Poor Dad works. ठीक है. Can't Hurt Me. You can really take this book ki whenever you feel demotivated with your life, ki yaar, my life is so much in struggle and pain. So I think this book can really help you to overcome that, because this guy has suffered a lot in his life, and it's like brutal, like pain, torture. So how did he deal with that? And now he's like a like apex predator in the market. So he has like bounced back very greatly. So master your mind and defy the odds. Can't Hurt Me. So it is like good whenever you're in that dark times, it can help you nicely. Next, uh HBR's must read. No, it's business oriented book. If you're interested, देखो, but it's fine. ठीक है. Next, Thinking Like a Monk. Okay, ठीक है, okay, but I'll not go for it. It's fine. Tools of Titans. It's in bits and pieces. Okay, so I have taken this book, but on a very random basis. So there are multiple authors here. They have given one paragraph about themselves. So the author here, Tim Ferriss, he has done interview with lot of other people and then arranged this. So you can have it, but it is not a one-time solution. So I'll not say it as an immediate go purchase wala book, but yes, in a long run in your life, good to have it in your shelf. So whenever you face some challenge, you can go to that, read the chapter, what those people are doing for solving the challenge, and there are a lot of tools and techniques. Okay, so Tools of Titans by Tim Ferriss, it is good. The Richest Man in Babylona, it is more like again money making, but I'll put it at a lower priority compared to other books. Okay, but it is good, it is decently, it will give you the guidance for making money. Okay, it is like lower priority. You go ahead with Psychology of Money, Rich Dad Poor Dad, you start with that. After that, you can maybe purchase this. If you are much into investment, stock and all, so The Intelligent Investor, मैंने कभी पढ़ा, I have not even read it. I just purchased it for my brother and I did not even read it. ठीक है. This book I'll not recommend. ठीक है, ignore this. Next, As a Man Think It. Yes, it's a short book. Definitely go for it. It is about your mind and thoughts training, and you can. It's like 1.5 hour book, so you can do it n number of times. Okay. So if anybody of you has not picked up any book so far, तो थोड़ा सा con or involve होके pick a book. ठीक है. So next, Man Search for a Meaning, I'll not recommend. 3-Day Effect, not recommend. Yeah, this one is good. The Secrets of a Millionaire Mind, I would say, if you are thinking much about training your mind to really like be rich and wealthy kind of thing, this book is really good with a lot of techniques for doing that. Okay. Empires of Mind is also very good book. APJ Abdul Kalam has recommended it once, so from that recommendation I purchased it, and it's pretty nice. Okay, it talks about corporate world and a lot of nice things out there. So Empires of Mind, you can go for that as well. The 10x rule, yes, 100%, like you can have this book. I even went to a stage to say daily read 10x, it will like inspire you to take actions. So very powerful book, 10x. Okay, isko chodo. Sell or be sold, you can ignore it. Psychology of Selling, if you are much into communication and influencing, then you would need such kind of books. Okay. And then Extraordinary Leadership, Think and Grow Rich, yes, go ahead for that. Extraordinary Leadership, you can skip it, it's just a short version. Think and Grow Rich, yes, you can have that. How to Win Friends, if you are communication wise struggling, this book really helps you. How to Win Friends and influence people, that works nicely. The Miracle Morning, Lifesavers, we spoke, came from this book itself. And The Millionaire Fast Lane is fine, you can even have this one. The One Thing, I would recommend this for a lot of people. Okay, the One Thing book, it's about productivity, results at work, in your personal life. It will help you to think very clean. So if you are dealing with too many priorities in your life right now, and you're confused and lost and what to do, what not to do, you get too much stuck in situation, I think if you just follow this single book, you will be able to make smarter decisions and focus on one item, finish it, and get more results from your life. So if you're really confused and doubtful and life is falling apart, it is becoming messy, I think the one thing is the book for you. Okay, so it really gives a vision. Okay, 0 to 1. It's fine. This book is good in terms of entrepreneurship and that kind of vision. It's about startups, cultures. I think Elon Musk and all those के साथ वाले जो भी लोग थे, those people, how they came up during the beginning times of that Silicon Valley and all the startup craze while it was happening. So it talked about even the history of technology evolution. So it is good from that perspective. Okay. The Power of Now is another good book. Okay, but it is much about like again meditation. वैसी दुनिया में जाते हैं, so it's not like corporate world जैसी books. ठीक है. So how many of you have not pick up a book? ठीक है, कोई ऐसा है क्या? How many of you have not pick up a book? आलोक, ये हाथ ऊपर is like not picked up क्या? अच्छा, तो आलोक and Sapna has not picked up. Anybody else? Just write down the name of the books which you have selected, guys. And who are the pending people? So, okay, Swapna, for you, I will recommend the one thing. Okay. So I think we had an offline discussion once. So I think the one thing book will be good for you. Sushma is picking up one thing. Yeah, it's really good book. Okay, you can go through it again and again. Akhila is speaking Secret Advantage. Yes, very nice. Alok, क्या चल रहा है भाई लाइफ में, क्या प्रॉब्लम है? व्हाट डू यू वांट? यू वांट मनी, यू वांट माइंडसेट, यू वांट हेल्थ, क्या चाहिए? कम्युनिकेशन क्या चाहिए आलोक? Yeah, the magic of thinking big. Yeah, that's also a nice one. So Alok, which one do you want to have? You're on mute. चलो चलो फटाक से खत्म करते हैं, आलोक. अरे you're on mute, man. Not able to unmute, huh? Okay. So Nigar has picked up. Okay, Sagar is going through one of a book which he has already picked up. Very nice. Shruti is picking one of a book. Okay, okay. ठीक है. So anyways, this video is in YouTube. You can go through it again, फटाफट फटाफट करके. And but pick a book. How many are pending? कौन है पेंडिंग वाले लोग? Empires of Mind, Jaydeep. सही है. Guys, just know it. It's all about consistency. So build it into a system and don't give up on it. ठीक है. अच्छा, अक्षय इज वन पेंडिंग. क्या अक्षय क्या चाहिए भाई लाइफ में? अच्छा, अक्षय इज ऑलरेडी हैविंग अ जॉब. ओके, लेट मी रेकमेंड यू वन थिंग, अक्षय. I know, I have spoken with Akshay many times, so I know his nature. Akshay, you go for the 10x rule. ठीक है अक्षय, go for 10x rule. It would be good for you. Akshay का situation is he overthinks. Okay, so when he is like in whether to do this, whether to do that, will it work, will it not work, and like at times get stuck. So I think a 10x rule is going to be really useful for you. It's about action oriented. Take actions, figure out things on the fly. It will work out very nicely for you. Okay, Alok, are you done with your book? कौन सी, which one? You're on mute, man. Type कर ले भाई. Okay, ठीक है. आज आलोक से अपने बात नहीं होने वाली. ये खाली वीडियो करके खेलते बैठा है कैमरा के साथ. ऐसे करता है, ऐसे करना. Fine. Okay, so Alok has picked up a book as well. ठीक है. So guys, now second. So just write it. No, you can pick any language, guys. Okay, whichever language is comfortable for you to understand, pick up that. It is going to be good enough. Okay, and even like you can use books as a way of improving your communication. Okay, so if you really want to improve your communication, na, so English variant of book le lo and keep repeating, reading it loud and repeat, listen to that voice. All of a sudden, when you do that long enough, your vocabulary will change. Okay, so you can use books for communication improvement as well. Okay, but yes, from learning perspective, any language is fine. But if you want communication learning, I would prefer ke English mein lo, ताकि it would be more good. क्योंकि not all books are converted into a corresponding different language variant. ठीक है, तो primarily all these things are in English only. So if you can really adapt to that, the sooner your brain starts processing listening to the words, it would be nicer. ठीक है, because there are many options there, because they are primarily English books only. ठीक है, okay, fine. So guys, next we take a paper, write down your name of the book there. Okay, write down your name of the book, whichever you have chosen. Okay, write down the name of the book, whichever you have chosen. Second, what time you are going to read it tomorrow, read or listen, whatever. So fix the timing. Without fixing, it is not going to happen, guys. Fix the timing, because and then set up an alarm on that time, so give you a reminder. You have to convert it into a life pattern, then it will work easily. Okay, so step 2, write down the time when you will be doing it tomorrow, and promise to yourself and get it done. Okay, nobody else is coming or monitoring also, we have to do it for ourselves. Okay, so that's the second. Third, write the key, how you would be reading or listening it, like audio form, video form, PDF, hard copy, whichever it is. Yes, Akshay, your book is 10x rule. The 10x rule. Yeah. So identify what variant you would be listening. Okay. So, and try to arrange that variant today itself before going to sleep. Just Google it out and see where it is available. And don't compromise on it for reasons. अगर नहीं मिल रहा है तो PDF can anyways be available. So थोड़ा सा Google पे बैठ के just start hunting for it, you'll find it. ठीक है. Okay. So that's it. But take the major learnings. As soon as you read, your brain will change. Start with 15 minutes slot on a daily basis. And as soon as you start involving more in it, add more 5 minutes and then make it like 30 minutes. So it, and guys, while you read, there will be ideas and techniques which will come in the books. So that's where pick a book which helps you to solve your current life problems, so that you can implement those techniques in your life and overcome your life struggle. That's how the book reading actually helps us. Okay, so it's not just someday you are going to help me. Immediate usme techniques रहेंगे. Author will say I did like this and it worked like this and blah blah blah. You take those, you apply that, you see the results, you will be able to overcome life very easily. Okay, so chalo, looking forward for some nice learnings, and tomorrow we are going to have a Friday. Uska Saturday Sunday is going to be off, so we'll do this Monday to Friday, but morning times will continue till the end of the season. Okay, even Saturdays and Sundays we'll catch up in the morning 6 a.m. Okay, and tomorrow we are going to do that Chinese technique, guys. Okay, so tomorrow we are going to do that Chinese technique about okay, तो आग ये वो लगाना पड़ेगी अपने को. So the technique works like that. We have to put actually on a paper, we will be write down our negative emotions and our fears and what we are afraid of. Okay, and then we will be burning that paper. And when we did that exercise with our life transformation batch earlier, it's an ancient Chinese technique. Okay, when you see that paper burning, somewhere inside you, you feel that your problems are actually just going out from your life, and you feel so relaxed inside. And they do this traditionally in Chinese culture since like centuries. So tomorrow we will be experiencing that. Plus, along with that, we will be doing some gratitude related practices and all that, like journalings and cookie jar experiences. So it's going to be a practical workshop. To come with paper, pen, and आग लगा देंगे, literally वाली आग लगा देंगे. ठीक है, so but stay safe and like आग घर पे मत लगने दो. पब्लिक बोली क्या लाइफ ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन कर रहा है, घर जला रहा है हमारा. ठीक है, so चलो, thank you all, and yeah, then see you guys tomorrow morning 6 a.m. back again. ठीक है, yeah.